Hello, everybody. Welcome back to yet another exciting, interesting, and informative lesson with enguru on YouTube. My name is Karan, and I'm going to be your teacher for this video. Well, a couple of weeks ago, we saw a video on how we can be more persuasive. We saw why it's important to be persuasive. We looked at how we can be a little persuasive and what little tips and tricks we can use when we want to be persuasive. Let's very quickly revise what we saw. In the previous video, we saw three important things that usually everyone knows about when it comes to the art of persuasion, which is logos, ethos, and pathos. Logos is applying to someone's rational side. It involves giving them facts, giving them figures, and of course, giving them numbers to convince them of what you want them to believe. The next is ethos, where you need to describe your credibility, where you need to prove that so that the others can believe you and know that the information that you give is correct and is reliable. The third thing that we looked at is pathos, where along with the facts and figures, along with establishing our credibility, we also need to be able to appeal to somebody's emotional side. And that's where pathos comes in. Of course, we are going to go a little beyond this today. It's going to be a short video lesson where you're going to look at some functional language which you can use when you want to be persuasive. Well, when you start putting your point across to someone, you also need to ensure that you are convinced of your opinion as well. If you say, I'm not sure, but we can try it, it's not going to convince anyone. But if you can show that you are convinced and if you can speak with conviction, then definitely the person listening to you will also be more willing to be convinced by you. Let's have a look at some of these phrases. Well, let's have a look at the first few phrases. It's certain, I'm absolutely certain, or I saw it myself. The moment you say or the moment you use phrases like these, the listener immediately knows that you are sure of what you're saying. You are not doubtful about it, you've probably tried and tested it, you've seen it happen, and so it does count as something more credible for you to put across. When you use the phrase, I saw it myself, over here, you're telling the listener that you have seen someone else do this and it has worked for them. Alternatively, you can also use the phrases like, I can guarantee that this is going to happen because I have tried it myself. The moment you go to your listener and you tell them that your experience has proven that this particular suggestion has worked for someone in the past, then it becomes all the more easier for them to be convinced by you. Let's try to make a few sentences and let's take a situation. Let's take, for example, this topic, increasing the wages of the employees. Now, a lot of times you may want to ask for a raise or you may want to pitch for a raise for all the employees in your company, but there could be certain reasons why it gets voted out. Well, let's try to use these phrases and let's try to see if we can make some convincing arguments or if we can convince the listener. I'm absolutely certain that increasing the wages of the employees will lead to better employee satisfaction, which will lead to better work output. I saw it myself in the previous organization that when the wages of the employees were increased, it led to them working faster in the organization, which further led to us driving more sales. And so I think increasing the wages of the employees is a good idea. I can guarantee that increasing the wages of the employees will not be a wasted effort. Increasing their wages will definitely be a hit on our budget. But at the same time, looking at the long-term perspective, increasing their wages will guarantee better work output, which will guarantee better income for us. Well, these were some phrases that you can use when you want to start a convincing argument. Let us look at a conversation between two people and let's try to fill in the blanks with certain words that come up on our screen. I'm going to wait for about 10 seconds, give you time to fill in the blanks. If you need more time, of course, please feel free to pause the video. And if you would like to add any more answers, you can add them in the comment section below. Anything that you feel you can change in the answers, if you can, or you can add something more to this. If you're done brainstorming the answers, let's have a look at what the correct answers are. Don't forget, you can enter more answers in the comment section below. Well, rock climbing is going to be fun. I can guarantee that. I'm absolutely certain, since my teacher is very knowledgeable. Honestly, I love trekking. You won't believe it, but these are facts. I want to talk to you, but if you're busy now, I don't mind waiting. Well, these are certain phrases that you can use in a dialogue with someone when you want to be more convincing. Over here, in the last phrase, you may wonder, I don't mind waiting. Why does this come under the category of being able to convince? That's because you want to show that you're not in a rush to put your ideas across. You can always wait, and you can always articulate them better. Well, this brings me to the end of this particular video, but I'm going to give you some homework before we go. The homework is very simple. I want you to think of a time, maybe at your workplace, maybe at home, maybe with your friends, which you thought was really challenging, and they didn't really want to take your opinion into consideration, even though they could benefit from it. Do one thing here. I want you to revisit this situation. Think of what you could change. Think of how you can collect facts, figures, and examples to prove your point. And start putting these ideas across to the same person in short bits and pieces. Over a period of time, you will notice that they will build enough confidence in you and will want to take your opinion into consideration, because you've got something that's relevant and something that's credible. And of course, you're going to tell them something that's going to benefit them, which means you also attend to their pathos. Logos, pathos, ethos. You've got all three of them covered. You've done your research. And let me know in the comments how this changed their relation with you. Until then, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And have a fun time learning English.
This video is brought to you by Enguru Spoken English app. Enguru offers live classes every day, interactive sessions, expert Enguru teachers, and a certificate from Enguru. So, to continue learning, download the Enguru app from the Play Store today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.